Hey guys, thanks so much for joining me at the Alert Center here. We're chatting about some of the top 3 stories that I found interesting today for the Fernandez files, so thanks for sticking with me. The first one is a warning for the public. We're going to chat about Offutt conducting safety exercises. So they're kind of warning you if you hear any loud bangs or see anything that might be out of the ordinary, that this is probably likely something that is normal. So we're going to start there. And I'll take you over to our website. So the Offutt information is on our website. You can always go there for more information. That's WOWT.com. And this is the story right here, Offutt conducting safety exercises. Just a quick warning to the public. So they did make the announcement on Facebook. So here's their website. That's offutt.af.mil. And here's that exercise on Facebook. So they're warning people the exercises they'll be conducting are active shooter, hazmat, and anti-terrorism, among others. And Offutt tells residents, as I mentioned, to expect to hear loud noises, an increase of activity on the base. A new wing also, as a side note, is set to be activated at Offutt, where the base is expected to gain 70 people.
Is out of the question.
Yeah, so if you hear a loud bang, if you hear something kind of strange, it is just an exercise, as they say here. So keep that in mind.
Tucked in her mother's arms, saying her first
with your
words.
day today. Also, the second story I wanted to focus on, it comes out of Iowa, the Dubuque area. They're seeing a massive increase in mosquitoes there. So, you know, I don't know about you, but mosquitoes just love me. So they always come and bite me and get what they want and then leave, and then you're left with these itchy feelings left all over your body, right? So let's take a look at this story for our Fernandez files now.
The not knowing if she'll die.
Baby Joy lives, moving about and laughing away.
So Iowa State University, you can read this story from our sister station here if you'd like as a web extra, but they say the associate professor, Dr. Ryan Smith, says standing puddles and floodwater create the ideal breeding ground for mosquitoes, so keep that in mind.
And a lot of love.
He does lead the mosquito surveillance program there.
A dream.
And he said the majority of the nearly 60 species of mosquitoes detected in Iowa do not carry the West Nile virus or the Eastern equine encephalitis, also known as triple E, which are prompting warnings in the northeastern and United States. So that is something good to take note of. You can get all this information here on their website here. Now, the species have been detected in central and western Iowa, including Harrison County, where the Iowa Department of Health and Human Services did confirm the West Nile virus infected an older adult last month. So this case marked the first confirmed infection in Iowa in 2024. So, and again, the good news here, as I mentioned, as we're kind of looking through this, so most people that are in contact with mosquitoes, as I said, you kind of just get those little itchy bumps on your skin. The West Nile virus, if you come in contact with that, likely people don't experience any symptoms, so it can cause severe flu-like symptoms in other people though. So again, just make sure you don't have that standing water. I'm going to scroll up so you can see that mosquito shot again there. Yeah, so after a rainy summer, we're seeing a lot of these just standing puddles. So if you see one of those puddles, you know, maybe just try to disturb it in some way if you can. I know that a lot of puddles kind of collect on, you know, empty garden items like empty wheelbarrows and stuff like that. So make sure you just empty those out. All right, so number 3 on the Fernandez files today, Nebraska State Fair announces their highest attendance record since 2017. So a big time for the fair. This is kind of a fun flyer, so I'll take you over to the fair's website. So Fair Fever, right? It's pretty cute. So August 8th through 18th, their new record is a total of 314,844 attendees over the 11-day celebration. So very cool stuff there. The year's fair also had the highest single-day attendance since 2019, attracting more than 53,000 visitors on Sunday, September 1st. So yeah, so they're proud of this, and they have this all kind of laid out for you. The daily attendance records, the fair day, day
He
one.
was starting to not eat as much a couple weeks before.
Gunter
And they go
Morgenstein was a
all the
hairstylist
way
in Newport News
down
and did hair
here.
up until he became sick. Sean Morgenstein says things
So they
took a
did see an
turn for the
increase
worse
of
when his
6% in
88-year-old
vendor
father was
sales,
rushed to
5%
the
increase in
emergency
beverage
room
sales,
on
and
July 8th.
He was
5.9%
complaining to
overall
my
on
mom early in the
site
morning
gate
that,
sales.
that he was having trouble breathing.
Let's
They
head back to
started
this
doing more
fun.
testing because they
This
couldn't
fun
figure
fair
out
fever
exactly what it was that was
flyer
wrong
here
with
for you
him.
to take a look
That's what
at.
it came back as, listeria.
They traced it back to liverwurst.
Now, they did
Sean
say there
says
were a
his
few
father bought from
highlights
a
that made
grocery
this
store.
year more
He says
new
his father
and kind
died
of
10
exciting.
days
So they
after
said
he
they
was
had a
rushed to the
drone and a
hospital.
fireworks show,
Boar's sent News
several
3 a
capital
statement saying
improvement
in part,
projects,
quote,
new
"No
strolling
words can
acts like
fully
Safari
express our
Sam and unique
sympathies
stage
and deep hurt
performances,
we
including
feel
comedians,
for those who have
sword
suffered
swallowers,
losses.
and much
We are
more.
conducting an
And
extensive
the
investigation
fair
to determine how
officials,
our
rather, they say that
liverwurst
they really try to
produced
kind
at
of
our Jared
diversify
Virginia facility
the fair
was
and try to
adulterated."
make
End
these
quote.
different
Moorehead says that they have
highlights
stopped production
available
at that
for different kinds of
facility.
people
The
to
number
kind of
one
draw in more of a crowd,
thing on
and
the
apparently
recall
that
was
worked,
liverwurst.
right? So
My mom
officials
knew that
say
he loved to eat
that
that,
has been
knew
successful
that he
clearly
had
with
eaten
the
that,
highest attendance since
recently.
2017
I went out and spoke to
here
Hampton
in
Roads Delis
2024
to
this
see how
year,
the boar's head
and
recall
the Nebraska
is
State Fair
impacting
team
them.
is already
have
at
it
work actually
now
planning for
because
next year.
of,
So can
what
they up it?
happened.
I don't know. We'll have to stay
But,
tuned for next year for
as
sure.
things settles down and
In the meantime, just wanted to say thank you so much for joining me at the desk here for the Fernandez Files. Remember, you can always head to our website for more information on stories that matter to you. We'll head over to our homepage here real quick. So here's our homepage, WOWT.com. Let's refresh this one here. We do have this breaking news banner for you. Authorities recover a body of a missing 68-year-old Omaha man. That's our top story at the moment. And you can get our top headlines if you scroll down. So I'll kind of use that as a web extra if you're interested in learning more about that story. Now, before we go, did want to take a look outside from our Blackstone camera. So I'm going to include weather in the Fernandez Files. I feel like a lot of people are saying that, you know, weather's important to them. They want to know what's going on out there. And having a live look at traffic is too. So according to Senior Chief Meteorologist Rusty Lord, today sunny and warmer, a bit humid today, a high of 88. Tonight, Rusty says, expect partly cloudy conditions with a low of 65. I like this view from our First National camera. You can see the wind blowing out there. Doesn't look too horrible. And here's another fun one for you. So Thursday, mostly cloudy, a 30% chance of a spotty shower or storm after 7 in the morning with a high of 81. A look at the Woodman Life building here from the Southwest First National camera. And let's head over to Children's Nebraska. So Friday, the moment you've all been waiting for, partly cloudy, 20% chance of a morning shower and a high of 75. So I don't know about you, but that sounds pretty ideal to me. Not too bad, and we could always use a little extra rain here and there, right? Except if you're in Dubuque, Iowa, because you got to get rid of those puddles for the mosquitoes. Anyway, thanks so much for joining me at the Alert Center, and make sure you stay tuned for our first afternoon broadcast. That's First at 3 with our Dave Zavolinsky. Until then, have a wonderful day.